My name is Jessica and I have no idea what I'm doing. Today I'm going to be testing out the Covergirl Rain eyeshadow palette. My friend gave me this for Christmas, so thank you. And I just realized it is all shimmers, so it's going to be an interesting day. I don't mind working with all shimmers, even though I'm not too used to it anymore, but I can totally handle it. And you should too. I'm going to start with my Too Faced Mr. Right Smudger brush and the color High Life, which is a nice royal cerulean blue. Is that how you say it? I'm going to put this in my crease. Ooh, okay, so that blends out to almost a black. By the way, this eye is primed, the other eye is not. So we'll see if there's any difference between the two. Yeah, so that needed more blending than I expected. I'm just cleaning off my brush and blending some more. It's very pigmented. I actually think I like the way that it's blending out and applying on the non-primed eye better. I'm going to take my dollar store brush next and take a tiny bit of Next of Kin, which is like a golden champagne. Ooh, also pigmented. I'm just tapping that off. I just want to put a little bit up here. Oh no, that's too dark for me. I mean, if there was a little less, it could work, but oops. It's pretty though. Next, I'm going back into High Life and I'm going in with my pinky. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm gonna put that on my outer thirds. And I'm trying to do more of a pat than a swipe based on what I saw in my crease. More swiping means it's going to blend out more and turn into that blackened shade. I want to keep it as blue as possible. A glitter glue might help with this, but I'm not going to do that. 1, I already started. 2, I'm too lazy. Next, I'm going into Prerogative, this like greeny kind of shimmer. So this one also wants to go a little bit black. I'm going to carefully place that in the middle of my lid. That's pretty. I'm going to blend it into the blue. And like I said, a glitter glue might help with bringing out the most of the color, but it's still doing really well. And then I'm going to take Forever Yours, the gold, and I'm going to put that on the inner third and blend it into the green. Hope I'm not blocking what I'm doing. I like it. Alright, so I decided to stop here for today, just doing the lids and not the lower lash line. Put on my mascara and I like it. I think it performed really well. I like the colors and I'll let you know how it wears and if I have any allergic reactions, and then I'll come back with a couple more looks. It's been a while since I've used Covergirl eyeshadow and I don't remember which one it was, but I remember I wasn't impressed with the last one I used. I don't think it was on YouTube. So far this is definitely redeemed Covergirl for me. So yesterday's look unfortunately did crease a little bit on this eye. It wasn't bad, but I'm not ready to give up on it because I really like how the look came out. This eye definitely didn't work out. It creased a lot, but that was the eye without the primer. So today I have primer on both eyes. I have to do this quickly because I'm actually on my way to work. I'm going to start with Spellbound, which is this sparkly black shade. But let's see how many sparkles stay once I start blending it into my crease. So I'm going to use my IBY crease brush for that. And let's see how we do. This one seems to just want to stick and not blend out as much. So I did clean off my brush, and I'm trying to make that happen. Also, a funny thing that's happening, I feel like when I'm blending it out or trying to, do you see how it's kind of going brown? That's weird. The blue definitely blended out better than this one. And this is why you shouldn't try out new makeup in film when you're on your way to work. Don't do what I do. I'm going to take that same black shade and I'm going to try and tap that and keep the sparkles and put it on the outer third. Also, yesterday's look did spread a little bit, like the sparkles. Another day I will have to try a glitter glue to see if I can avoid that happening. That could also be because my eyes are hooded. If your eyes are not hooded, you may not even have that issue, I'm not sure. Then I'm going into Monarch Magic, which is a silver gray. And I'm going to put that in the middle of the lid, blend it into the black. And then I'm going to take Lavish, which looks like a taupe. Yeah. And I'm going to put that on the inner third, blend it into the silver gray color. I was hoping that would have more of a lavender tint to it, because it seemed like it did in the pan, but oh well. And for my face highlight today, I think I'm going to try Next of Kin on my Moda contour brush. Why not? Don't know if you can see it. It's more diffused than my brow bone highlight from yesterday, and I think this does work for me, for my skin tone. To finish off the look, I think I really want to put Moneymaker, which is this purple satiny shade, on my lower lash line. Something a little different. So I'm going to use my BH Cosmetics brush with a 5 on it. And let's see how that goes. A little more reddish than I had hoped for, but that's okay. I kind of like that. That's cool. I feel like I was so far away from the camera. Sorry about that. I like how this turned out. I don't know if I like the black so much in the crease. Granted, these are shimmers and I'm using them in a different way, but I do like how they applied on the lid, and I like that purple on the lower lash line. I really think that one's more of like a satin though. Maybe that one would have been better off in the crease. Alright, so I'm going to go to work and then I'll come back with more looks and let you know how this wears. Alright, so unfortunately it seems like I'm having a creasing problem with this palette, which is really sad because I really like how it applies and I think it's pretty, and of course a friend gave it to me. So today I'm going to try Moneymaker, that purple shade, in the crease instead of on the lower lash line. I'm going to use my IBY crease brush for that. And let's see what we can do. And I'm just going to clean that off and try to blend it out more. Then I'm going to take Power Trip, which is this like mauvey brown plum. Coming off more brown now on my pinky. And I'm going to put that on the outer third of my lid. Then I'm going to go back into Moneymaker, the purple, and I'm going to put that going toward the middle of my lid. and blend it in with the brown. And then I'm going to take Good For You, which is a pinky mauve, coming off more pinky neutral. See the difference on my finger. I'm going to take that on the inner third to inner half. Yeah, I was hoping for a cooler pink than that, but oh well. And then I'm going to blend that into the purple. Then I'm going to mimic what I have on the lid on the lower lash line as usual. I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics brush with a 5 on it, go into Power Trip, and put that on the outer third of the lower lash line. And then I'm taking Moneymaker, putting that further in. And then Good For You on the inner third. That sounded so salty. Good For You. And just blend it. I'm so disappointed so far because, like I said, these are so easy to work with. I mean, you see me not struggling. Alright, so I'm happy with the look, even though it came out to be a little bit more neutral than I'd wanted. It depends on how it wears, so I'll let you know. I do have one more method that I want to try with the last 2 colors to see if that improves the wear any. So the last look you saw wore a little bit differently. It actually wore better. It didn't crease as much, or really on this side it didn't crease at all. It creased a tiny bit on this side. This is also the worst eye. So for the last look, just to use the last couple of colors in here, I decided to change my primer. I've been using the Milani eyeshadow primer. Today I'm using the e.l.f. All Day Stay. I want to see if it makes a difference. So I'm going to start with my IBY crease brush and go into Power Trip. I know I used that one already, but I want to see what it's like in the crease. This is a nice color, you know, for a brown. The texture of these kind of reminds me of the Maybelline, like those 4 color studio ones that they used to have. Or maybe the Revlon lookbooks, but they're not wearing the same. Put a little too much on the other eye, so I'm going to put some more on this one. Now for this eye, I'm just going to apply these shadows regularly. So I'm going to try Crowned, which is like an amber copper kind of color. I'm going to put that on the inner and outer thirds of my eye. So to make sure I really get in there. And then I'm going to take Dignified, which is a gold, or more of an antique bronzy gold maybe. And I'm going to put that in the middle and blend it in. There's actually not as much contrast between those 2 shades as I thought there was going to be. Ooh, this is such an awful lighting, especially when I just came home from work. I'm just mimicking what I have on the lid on the lower lash line with my BH Cosmetics brush with a 5 on it. So coppery shade on the inner and outer thirds, and antique goldy shade in the middle, now that I poked my eye. So on this eye here, I'm actually going to try some NYX glitter glue or glitter primer. And I'm going to put that across the entire lid. And I'm going to see if that helps any. So I'm taking the same shades, starting with Crowned on the outer third and inner third. and then Dignified in the middle. I see a little bit of a difference in application just for the Dignified shade. I think it came out brighter and a little more metallic. But other than that, really doesn't look that much different. Wow, this look is really unflattering on me. Or maybe it's the lighting, I don't know. Not feeling it today. So the last thing I'm going to do is show you some swatches. We'll start with Dignified, Moneymaker, Crowned, Next of Kin, Forever Yours, Prerogative, Lavish, Good For You. I still think that one's salty. Power Trip, Monarch Magic, High Life, and Spellbound. So here are the swatches a little closer so you can see them. I really like the blue and I really like how they applied for the most part, but I don't know, for the most part they didn't wear well. My friend did gift me another one of these, so I'm wondering how that one will do. Alright, that's it for today. I hope you have a good day no matter what it is you're doing. Bye! See you next time!